Hello everyone, nice to meet you. Today what we're going to talk about is actually Java program. So we're going to switch from Python to Java and we're going to take a look at how we can sort of code it up the following problem into Java. So hopefully we can get familiar with all the Java syntax and as we know the Java is centered around it is a session of a lot of the classes and functions and methods. So let's take a look at this problem. So given two strings s and t, write a function to determine if t is an anagram of s. For example, s equals anagram, t equals nanogram, return true. If two strings are red and car, then return they're not anagram. But anagram and nanograms, they are basically we called anagram. So I'm going to define the function. Actually, I'm going to import the Java function called the Java import Java util import Java dot util dot star, and I'm gonna start my code by importing java.io. This is pretty necessary and very common. What I'm trying to say here is Java util functions at IO is basically these two are basically the very important library that we need to import later to print out the input and output, and then when we use some like arrays or string conversions, and these are very important things that we should remember. And first I want to start by defining an anagram class. So what I'm saying is public class anagram, and usually this class can take any constructors or any parameters or stuff, but I'm gonna just approach this problem in a very simple way. So what I'm saying is in this class I'm gonna make let me give it a space here. I'm gonna define a function called isAnagram, and it's going to return the Boolean value, true and false, as we see. So isAnagram, and this isAnagram method is going to take two strings, string s1 and string s2. And what I'm saying here is basically, so first of all, what we need to check whether if we have two strings s1 and s2, I'm sorry, string s2, is checking whether the length of these strings are equal. What I mean by that, if the lengths are different, then it's obviously false, right? So what I'm saying is if they have different lengths of characters, then there's no way that two strings are going to be in the anagram relationship. So what I'm saying here is basically, hey, look at this. What I'm saying is if length of string s1 is not equal as the length of s2, what I want to return basically here, right, is I want to return false. Else I want to basically implement the following. So else, right? Well, you don't need to put else because if this condition fails, it's going to automatically run the next line. So what if anagram and anagram are case sensitives? What I mean by that is if both strings have some capital or small letters, we want to compare them with all either lowercase or uppercase. The way you do in Java is like this. I'm going to say s1 equals redefined as s1 dot to lowercase, and s2 equals s2 dot to lowercase. So what I'm saying here is basically I'm going to redefine s1 and s2, and then I want to store them. What I want to do actually to compare whether these two strings are in an anagram relationship or not is I want to sort them in alphabetical order, and I want to check whether those strings are in an equal relationship. So basically what I'm trying to say here is basically before I want to sort, I want to actually convert them to a character array, and I can sort the character array. So char means character array c1 equals s1 dot to char array, which is a method in Java that you can convert the s1 string to character char. What I want to do next is char c2 equals s2 dot to char array. Okay, So, and after that, I want to array sort C1. I want to sort the character array, and so does I want to sort C2. Now, each C1 and C2, they're supposed to be equal so that we know that they are in an anagram relationship. So that's the key algorithms here. But before we check that whether they're equal or not, we need to basically convert them to a string. So string sc1 equals new string c1. This is the syntax in Java. So every time you declare a variable, you need to declare its type in front of its variable, and you can instantiate this variable by using a new method, and you can pass the parameter c1, which is character right here, and then you can check out what's in there. So strings sc2 equal new string c2, and what I want to do later basically is I want to compare whether these are same or not. So what I'm saying here is basically I can return sc1 dot equals message is very important. It's basically compare whether two strings are on the same relationship or not. sc2, okay. So this is basically at my end of each anagram. Now I want to define a public main, static void main in Java, which is static means it belongs to a class. Void means it doesn't return anything. And main functions should all the time stay in Java to implement certain code, args, and checking whether our functions are working fine or not. In here, what I want to do is anagram words equals new anagram. So what this line basically does is it's going to instantiate the class anagram, and what it's going to do is I want to later on print out system.out.println, which is a print statement in Java. Later on, what I want to print out is basically words dot is anagram. Now we need to pass two parameters, right? In this case, what I want to pass is anagram, comma, the second is nagram, okay? So hopefully this can return, in this case, true. Let's execute and see which error that we have so far, or one error. So it says, okay, parentheses expected. So how many parentheses that we need? Okay, is anagram, this parameter should be closed here, and print line. Okay, we need one more parentheses, and let me see. Let's check. True, there you go. What about we instantiate another class, words, or just words, and I want to print out or check, oops, words, ss, 2s more, which is the second instance of the word anagram class. I want to check whether the car and red are in an anagram relationship. Hopefully it's going to return false, true, and false. There we go. Boom. So, ta-da! This is our final answer, and hopefully there can be many other different ways that you can implement this code. This is one of the many ways of doing it. I hope that you enjoy my video, and I hope you understand what I'm saying. And if you have a better idea or better solution, please post it and subscribe to my channel. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much.